Right now, Google has something going on really cool where you can download the beta version of the latest Android software, and it's basically free to do as long as you have one of the supported devices. And so today we're going to be taking a look at that. I'm going to be using my Google Pixel 6. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Android 13 beta test. So basically what I did was I went into the Google web link, and I'll leave that down below just in case you have a supported device and you want to do the same thing. But let's just go ahead and take a look at the what I got when I actually went ahead after that. Shortly after I did that, right, I went into my system on my device and I clicked updates, and that's when it showed up right here. And it basically said right here that this update will install a beta version of your Android 13 on your device. The pre-release version may have errors, defects that can affect normal functions on your device. So just keep that in mind. It's 2.14 gigabytes, but I'm a Pixel user that hasn't experienced really any issues since I've been using my device, except for these ones right here that I'm going to talk about right now. So I did experience a few Wi-Fi drops, like when in between 5G and Wi-Fi, it would have a slow transition. That was the main thing. Some overheating issues which got fixed. That also got fixed, and so I have no issues now anymore. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Hopefully there's no major issues with this, but let's go ahead and hit download, and we're gonna see, you can see right here that it says right here that it's a system update downloading to my device, and it says the installation has paused right now. It did say it paused. So let's hit download again, and let's see what happens right now. So okay, so it's starting the update. So now that it's starting the update, I'm gonna pause the video right now, and we're gonna get back to the video and this update as soon as it's finished. So alright guys, so I got the Android beta 13 on my Google Pixel 6, and the first thing I noticed was the difference in the way that the notification was displayed, because you have the bar at the top where you could see the Spotify playlist, which is actually redesigned. So the redesign of the Spotify playlist, and then the notification underneath it, and the way that it drops down has a new animation to it. So it looks pretty clean. Everything looks cool because you get these like rectangular but with circular edges, blocky notification bars across it, and then on the bottom you're gonna see the tinier one underneath it, which is kind of cool, on the bottom left hand corner of the notification panel. So when you swipe down from the top window, the rest of them fill in, and it looks pretty cool. When you swipe down from the top while the screen is still locked, you could still kind of see it. But I also did notice that there was a little bit of lock screen to unlocking. Like there was this screen right here where at first I was a little confused about what was going on, and then I realized that it was just a little bug where it was just like stuck in between the lock screen and the home screen. But then I got out of it pretty quickly, and so the sound and vibrations are actually updated on here. So if you go into sounds and animations, and vibrations, not animations, vibrations on here, I noticed that you can actually customize the haptics and vibration on this device a little bit more easier. So you'll be able to actually do notification vibration, alarm vibration, touch feedback, media vibration, ring vibration, and everything like that in here. So they give you the option to tailor the vibration to your own personal preference, as well as but the drop down menu. You see that there's an extra little navigation. I'm going to show you guys in just a second, but it's like a really cool aesthetic that how they did it to the drop down menu right here, and you click that and it's going to show you active apps. So it'll have like a red dot, and with the number of active apps that are on your phone in the background that are using energy in the background, and you can obviously put a pause, or a stop to the active apps that are actually going to be, using or draining battery at that current time. So that's something that's pretty cool, is that you can kind of pay attention to the active apps that are on your phone really easily on that drop down notification screen, which is pretty cool. So the other thing was the Spotify music player looks really cool. And one of the things I noticed is that about the Spotify music player is that when it starts playing music, I'll show you in just a second, but you could start playing music on there, and you're going to notice something really cool with the animation on the music player. So I'll get into that in just a second, but the overall feel of this felt really good. You still get your vibrations on this as well, so it just feels really solid. I didn't have any issues with vibrations, or I didn't really experience any bugs except for the freeze of the home screen to the lock screen to the home screen, but it didn't happen that often. The next thing that I did notice is we got a ton of customization options for wallpapers now. So if you change your wallpaper, you're gonna get more than a dozen or so color combinations now with the wallpaper option. So if you click wallpapers, and then you swipe across with the color wheel, it's going to give you a variety of different color combinations to choose from, more so than I've seen before. So that's something that's pretty cool, that they did add a few more like color combinations, so you can kind of customize the color more. And they pick them, like these cool color combinations, so they're really cool. And you also get these obviously the really blocky shapes with rounded corners. Looks really good on the Pixel 6 as well. As far as the haptics on the keyboard did still feel pretty good, really good. It didn't change as far as haptics, and I didn't notice anything different. It still felt really clean. It still felt like I was tapping a real key when I was using the keyboard. So I didn't really have any issues whatsoever with the keyboard. But this is the thing I wanted to show you. If you're still here, just comment down below and say I'm still here. But this is the thing I wanted to show you about the Spotify music player, because it's going to show a line, and it looks kind of weird, because it kind of looks like something like from science class or something. I don't know. It looks really weird, but you could see the squiggly line going across when it's playing. And whenever you change tracks, it shows the songs changing on the animation screen, translucent over top of your home screen. Lock screen wallpaper. And you can kind of like move it across. It just has a really nice vibe to it. And then when you swipe it to the left, you get your notifications there underneath it, and then the fingerprint underneath that. So it's kind of layered well. I like the organization of it, and the way it feels very it feels very organized and very. And then the other thing is that the display, the brightness is at the top now. That's really cool. I like it being there. I just noticed it being at the top now, and so the brightness meter is going to be at the top now, and that's actually really good there. I'm not sure if like it feels like it wasn't there before, but I actually like it better here at the top now. And you get your power off on the phone, as well as the settings button when you pull down the notification. So those are two new toggles that they drop down to the bottom. And you get everything else is really solid. You still get that really smooth 90 hertz refresh on here. So if you're browsing through social media and stuff like that, it's gonna look really nice with the 90 hertz. But I really like that animation with the music player. It looks really cool when you switch songs. Also, you can see the album art switch as well, which is something that's pretty cool. So when you go into the most recent app menu, everything is pretty much going to look very similar to the way it was before. You still get your screenshot, and you still get your select button, but this is the other thing that you get, that share button, right? So now when you're in your recent menu, you can actually share whatever's on your most recent app menu to other people as well. So that's something that's new. So they put like a new budget, not budget, they put a new button there so you can actually switch and send out the widget where it sends things to people and shares things to people. So whatever you're doing on your screen, as far as the most recent app menu, you can share really quickly from there, which I think is really cool that they implemented that, because it's going to make it a lot quicker for you to get stuff out to people in a more timely manner. But let me know what you guys think about Android 11 beta test version after, and let me know down below and I'll check.